What is up, my friends, and welcome to the most annoying player of 2025. And yes, I didn't get the year wrong. I wanted to get this video out before the year changed, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. What I want to do today is I want to use every single strategy I used last year in our new series, the most annoying strategy in Starcraft 2, right? I think we have 6 different strategies for today. And I'm going to say I think because I have been horribly bad at actually putting my videos in playlists. So I have a playlist for it, but there were only like, I think 3 or 4 videos in it. And I have found at least 6. So there could be another one that I just missed. But I think the 6 I have for today are going to be the 6 strategies that we have done. Now we're playing against a Terran, which is going to make this challenge pretty hard. Because the first challenge is not proxy barracks, as you might, expect from me proxying a barracks. But it is the contain challenge. Now, against Terran, I'm not quite sure how else we can really contain him. So what I'm planning to do is just go for the 1 barracks proxy marauder. I didn't cut any SCVs or anything for it. I'm just going to try and build a bunch of bunkers here and keep him in his main base forever. Bonus points if I can get a tank out to the other side of the map, but that's going to be a very difficult one for a couple of reasons. So, I mean, first of all, tanks are very slow, right? And he's going to have it faster than me, so that's going to be a little... Dude, for a second I thought we got SCV scouted from this angle. I don't know if you guys have had that before, but sometimes the critters actually give me freaking heart attacks. But besides that, I need to build my factory at home, okay? That is very, very important here. The reason why you have to build your factory at home is because otherwise you die to literally 1 Reaper, because SCVs cannot catch a Reaper, right? So I need to make the factory at home. And then I need to get a tank out to the other side of the map. Now, with bunkers, we can probably do a pretty good job of delaying him for a while, but I guess we're going to have to see. I do think this is actually the perfect strategy. I didn't really plan on TVT beforehand. For some reason, the build I had in mind was going for Proxy Rax Marine and then maybe like Cyclones or tanks against both Zerg and Protoss. But now we're playing against a Terran, so I had to switch it up. But I do think we chose a good strategy because there's no real... super strong... Actually, okay, there's one. I was going to say there's no real blind counter to Proxy Marauder, but there is actually one. And that blind counter is Proxy Reaper. If you guys actually, proxy a lot, you guys might have already have this happen to you in games, unfortunately. But if you go for a Proxy Marauder, you play against Proxy Reaper, you die. It's really as simple as that. Okay, I'm going to make 1 Hellion, just in case. Oh, that is a double gas. Okay, so we're not going to get an easy win here. That is for sure. Now, I need to make sure that my Hellion doesn't miss his 2 Reapers. I think he's probably going to cancel that, I would imagine. He's just trying to buy time. Okay, actually, he didn't want to cancel it, but he had to. Now, his SCVs are over here, so we got to make sure we don't walk up the ramp too fast. Now, this is where the Hellion is extremely good. Probably can snipe that one if I'm... Oh, barely not. Really good grenade there. Oh, that scan was nice. Can I target it? Oh, almost lost my freaking Hellion there. Get another one. We're going to be able to kill that Hellion as well. And now I'm going to fly my barracks over here. We have a really good contain up. I'll make a second bunker. And then I'm going to... Actually, I'll make the tank instead of the Cyclone. I think we have enough time. I made the Cyclone in case we were going to get attacked by a Liberator or something like that. But keep in mind, he did scout our attack very late. In fact, he didn't scout it. He scouted it when my Marauders were attacking his bunker, right? Hey... Oh, no, actually, never mind. Okay, for a second, I thought this was the literal perfect map because it didn't have a Reaper spot, but it actually does have a Reaper jump-off spot. As you can see, there's a little cliff over there. Okay, so the tank is going to come across. There's no point in making more Marauders here because, yeah, I mean, we can't walk up the ramp anyway. Now, when is he going to get a tank? Not yet. That is for sure because he was making Hellions from that. Can we reach the second depot? I think we should be able to. I'm actually just going to send my tank across the map. Hellion can go back as well. Can we kill that without dying? I think we can. Okay. Yeah, we're going to lose a couple SCVs to this, but it's okay. The Cyclone is on the way already. Let's make a starport now. Oh, that is a tank. Let's make sure we dodge that. And this is why I wanted to send the tank across, because now we can just siege it over there. And then I think we are going to be chilling. Now, let me repair this Hellion. Actually, I guess I don't have to. It's a little risky, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay, Cyclone is here now, so we're going to be able to do this. Now, we need to make sure that we keep this barracks forward. And now that this is so freaking annoying for him. I don't know what he's going to do against this, actually. Should I go for... You know what? I'm going to go for a second factory and just make mass Cyclones. Okay, he's trying to lift the starport over so he can make double Viking, I guess. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. This is a really, really nice strategy. I think maybe realistically, I still should have gone for the Cyclone first. So I would have been able to deal with the Reaper a little easier. But, I mean, strategically, this is working perfectly, right? Like, there's always a thing you can do that's, like, slightly better. I have 2 Cyclones, so let me bring those back. He's gonna get his Vikings out soon. I think I can go for the... Oh, that's actually a little bit of a mistake by me. Do not die. Oh my goodness, that was almost terrible. Okay, let me lock onto the medevac over here. Make sure we're going to be able to kill that, I think. Yeah, we are going to be able to kill that exactly. We lose a lot of stuff for it. But once again, our opponent is completely on one base. I think I'm going to cancel this one, and then I'm going to make use of my double meal. Probably land that over here. Let's see. What's the best position for the tank? I think it's going to be over here, roughly. Then he's not going to be able to hit it from the high ground. I did lose a couple too many workers there. Oh, I did forget that I can't salvage the bunkers anymore. That is a little bit annoying. Now, look at this. He's going to have to siege over here to attack my tank. And that's going to be incredibly unpleasant for him. Yeah, right now, his economy is actually better than ours. But obviously, we're going to be catching up at some point, right? Okay. Just going to make sure that he... Yes, look. Okay, that is the first tank that's going to die. If he's going to try and land, he's going to have a bad time. I don't know if he can get out of this. Okay, the one problem that I foresee here is that I don't have infinite scans, because if I scan, I'm also not going to have money. But I do think I have to go for it. Let's see. Okay, so for now he's chilling. Oh, okay, I see what this is. That looks like he's going to go for a little Viking flyby. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. We found him. And I got Macfield on these guys. I think these Vikings are going to die. Well, he can't land them in the bush. Yeah, look. Oh, no, it is brutal. That's 3 with Macfield. But I can't believe how well this strategy worked. Despite a couple misplays, by the way, of course. Yeah, I can't lie to you guys. A couple of misplays here and there. Definitely lost way too many SCVs on that counterattack. Now, I am out of a scan. So he could... Oh, he's just going to do this. Yeah, I mean, he's going to lose so many units. These Macfield Cyclones are just going to have an absolute field day. Now, he did siege that. Let's see if I can snipe a couple of Marines. And now we back off. Okay. How many workers do we have? We have 24 workers. You know what? Let's go for a double medevac here. Really like that idea. I'm going to send the Viking forward, even though it's a little risky. The reason why I'm sending it forward is because I don't think he has a lot of money, and Vikings are very mineral expensive. So if he made a Viking, that's okay for us. If he doesn't, then I can just chill around here for free. Okay, so he has about, what is that, 10 SCVs on the natural. I think he probably split them. I don't think he had 40 SCVs in his main base. That would be very surprising to me. So I want to say that we are... I'm going to say this very carefully. I think we are in a very small lead. Okay, I think that's what the situation of this game is, but it's obviously incredibly hard to tell. I did have to cancel that gas, the second factory at some point, which is a little bit annoying. Hey, I could keep this Viking around there so I can land it into his natural at some point. If he has... Oh, that's a bit annoying. That's... Unfortunate place for the tank. I'm actually going to run these SCVs because I don't have enough. Normally, you can kind of decide to keep them around, but here I don't want to lose a million SCVs. I'm going to kill way more, so that's pretty nice, of course. He was focusing on the Viking. Yeah, he's going to lose a lot. Look at that. Wow, holy. Okay. I think there might be a siege tank in his natural, because I think there was another tank, right? Oh, it's a lot of siege tanks, actually, okay? Let's see, I'm just going to drop it on. Oh, okay, I thought I would do a little more damage than that with the splash, but that's okay. Now we're just going to juke back around again. All I have to do is make sure that we can stop his counterattack at some point. Oh, let me make sure to kill that Viking. There you go. Man, these units are good. Oh, wait, he does have... No, wait, that was the one Viking, right? Yeah. I'm going to unload it anyway. Though, I just want to make sure that I don't die. So he has a 3rd CC on location. I still think that we're in a decent position, but I need to make sure that I find the right timing to attack. That really is the main thing here. His production is decent, but he didn't really seem to have that big of an army yet. Let's see if I can pick off 2 units for free. That'd be nice. Actually, maybe a couple more. Ooh. I knew it. As soon as it started chasing, I was like, oh, that's a little bit too much, right? And indeed it was. Can I go here? Maybe I can... I think I could drop in the back of this mineral line, actually, yeah. Okay. Try to get some actual units for free this time. Probably going to send his Marines now. Yeah, I can't fight against Tim, so let's not try to fight against that. Okay, for a second I thought that was going to be able to get hit. Gonna have to make a Liberator now. I think Liberator is going to be very, very nice. He does have a decent army here, actually. Maybe I should change my plan here a little bit, actually. and go for the main base with this. I think that is the correct idea. Let's get my tanks over here. Can I actually do this? That is the question. And it's a big question. I'm really not sure if I can. Okay. Here's a Viking. Let's see. Where's the tank? Oh, damn. Oh, actually, we can get close enough somehow. That's kind of funny. Wait, we are going to kill that straight up. Okay. Then I can get some... Look at this. What the heck is going on here, guys? This guy needs to go back. Okay. He's trying to get back in here. I don't know where his units are. Okay. His units look to be on the counter-attack. No, he's coming back now. Okay. Slightly late. But that is... still fine with me. Let's see if I can do a little bit of micro here. I can also try and get a tank on the high ground. I think I'm gonna get... Oh, wait. I don't have a barracks. I can't make... Oh, wait. This is a very interesting moment here. I think my units are gonna be pretty good at fighting against this. Yeah, look. The cycles on the low ground is absolutely popping. How are we killing everything? Wait, how did I not lose anything there, guys? What the heck? Wait, this is crazy. Okay, let's get the homies in here now. Yeah, that's what I love to see. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Get those a little bit closer so we can shell at that tank. Okay, if we can get the tank, that is beautiful. Can't lose these cyclones right now. Oh, we lost the cyclones a little bit too fast. Trying to target down these SCVs. Okay, make sure I can save that at the last moment. And oh, my, this game is just insane. I have a Liberator somewhere. Did I not send my Liberator across? I swear. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that would have been so nice to have. Yeah, it sucks that I lost that barracks and never rebuild it, right? Because I wanted to make factories all this time. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's drop those on there. Actually, perfect save there in the end. Let's see, does he have enough for that? I don't think he does. Yeah, he doesn't. Look at that. Wow. I feel like we're making so much happen. I don't know what the heck you guys are doing here, but... Actually, wait, his army's... Does he have enough Marines for this, guys? I don't know if he does. Okay, wait, I don't think he does, actually. Look at this. I think we can actually siege on top of there. I know it's a little crazy, but I think I'm going to force him back into his natural. He's actually going to go forward instead. Okay, very interesting. Then I have to make sure go back with that tank, pick that up, and then I can go forward with the rest of my units, I think. Let's see. I mean, it is only 2 Liberators that's left here, technically, so it's really not a whole lot. Now I can finally make those factories that I have been waiting for a while. He also has a base over... This game is just ridiculous at this point. Yeah. I don't know why I have so many SCVs here, by the way. That was just... I don't know. I guess it just happened in the chaos at some point. I don't want to say this is one of the greatest warm-up games I've played. Like, you can tell that it's a very clear warm-up game, but at the same time, it is an absolute omega banger. Let's see if I can get a medevac. That would be great. Now, from how this game has gone, I can definitely tell that we were clearly not in as good of a position as I thought, but we're just... I don't know what the heck you were doing there, but we're just making a lot happen with very little. He's going to go for the Liberators now. Let's see if I can find those freaking... Doesn't look like we can find them. I want those medevacs. If he doesn't have medevacs, his army is going to suck. That is for sure. Let's see if I can find him anywhere. He's now stimming after me. That's okay. I can actually siege these Liberators over here. That's a pretty annoying position for him. My tanks are still rallying across because I am an absolute goofball. Let's start making some turrets around my base so he can't... actually, the positioning of these factories is pretty terrible, so I can't really do much. Okay, look at this. Liberators are really good against Marines because they one-shot them. Oh, don't shoot the same one, you goofballs. You guys saw that? What the heck was that? I thought they would be smarter than that, like, by default, you know? Like, now I'm actually serious. Normally I make fun of my units not being dumb because I'm the one controlling them. But there I actually would have expected them to, you know, smart attack the other units, I guess. I wonder how many SCVs I've killed. This Liberator has 16 kills, by the way. Oh my god. That's a ridiculous amount. Now, this is a pretty terrible base to take. I'm aware of that. The reason why it is terrible. Wait, this Viking also has 7 kills. 8 kills. I wonder what his upgrades are at this point. Oh, I didn't even realize that I've got... This game is just... Brrr. I feel like I'm losing my sanity a little bit playing this game. Suddenly I have more bases, I have less factories, and then there's an eBay over here that I made at some point so I could build turrets, and... Yeah, sometimes I also lose the plot a little bit, guys, as you can see. Yeah, let's get these Vikings up in the sky. I don't think that... Yeah, this is exactly what I meant with the factory positioning. I don't think that I'm safe against drops, even having this army, so I'm gonna make even more turrets. I don't know what... I thought I clicked my Hellions better. I don't even have an armory at this game, by the way. God. This might be the most warm-up game of all the warm-up games ever. I think that is... Not that crazy to suggest, to be honest. Now, he is completely out of medevacs. He does have 1-1, and he's very likely to get 2-2 at some point. And I don't really want to deal with that. Now, these Hellions are going to have an absolute field day here. This is what's so nice about playing mech, is that you get Hellions, and I think Hellions are... I think they're the best Terran unit. I still think so. I said it a long time ago. It was a hot take, because a lot of people think it's the Marines. But I think Hellions are so freaking good. The biggest problem with the Hellions is that if you're making Hellions, you're playing mech, and mech is not as good as bio. But if Hellions didn't exist, mech would never be played, ever, I think. I mean, you could argue that if you had Vultures from Brood War, that would be even better, because Vultures are... They're a unit, okay? If you guys have never used Vultures from Brood War, you guys should play some SC Evo, because that unit is so freaking insane. And we're gonna get in here again. Like, they're just so fast, and they kill so many workers, and they're so cheap. Look at this. It's just... It's crazy. Like, the middle line's already gone. He didn't even show up that late, but there's not much to save anymore. No, wait, did he get... Yeah, I do always want to make sure to click on the units. My rallies are still all messed up and stuff, but that is okay. I guess I just keep building Vikings. Oh, that's a little bit drop. Oh, okay, I think this is kind of what you're afraid of when you play mech, but I think in particular this one is okay, because he's gonna lose a crazy amount of supply for it, and I was close enough. All the medevacs are already dead. He's gonna try to focus fire down the main base, but that's not gonna work. Yeah, I think that was actually quite good for us indeed. GG is going to be called... Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna go back into the game like 10 minutes ago when I thought we were in a pretty decent spot, and I think we were horribly far behind, basically. I don't know how he got so many freaking SCVs, by the way. Like, I know we lost a lot as well, but how did he get so many? Oh my god, we were actually so cooked. He has 31 SCVs on one base. Okay, this is where the 30C came in. I even scanned it. Did I just think that this was the natural base or something? Because we did force him to cancel one, right? I think that's what I thought. Maybe I only saw this one and I thought it was just building. Maybe that's why I got confused. Yeah, this contain was very, very good. Oh, by the way, I now see what I could have done as well, and that is make an additional bunker in the back. Because the bunkers at the front were to delay him, but a bunker in the back would have helped me against this. Now, we killed so many SCVs here, but I guess I assumed that we were going to be even in SCVs. Well, we were still down 6 SCVs, and he had a full base up. Okay, yeah, so... I mean, I still kind of like our position in the sense that we have outplay units, but theoretically we were obviously behind. The only reason we were behind, by the way, if you guys forgot, is because of that freaking drop that killed... I don't know how much it was. 20 SCVs or something ridiculous. Like, this was just a horrible defense by me. I had 21 SCVs and I went down to... I think I saw 6. 25 exactly. Okay. Oh, dude, we won from this position? Oh my god. 7 SCVs against 27. Yeah, absolutely freaking legendary warm-up game. That was only 1 of 6, so let's keep going. For the second game, we're going to be doing a Dark Templar rush. Now, I do think this is going to be the most difficult against Zerg, because I'm not necessarily planning, as you guys would have expected from me, to do the most standard version of a Dark Templar rush. I would love to do just a straight-up classic Wings of Liberty proxy gate, like not that War Prism stuff, like that hyper-optimized build. I just want to proxy a Dark Shrine right away. Or maybe not proxy the Shrine, but at least proxy a gateway. Against Zerg, I would think that proxying the Dark Shrine itself is pretty risky, because they have Zerglings, incredibly good at scouting the map. Did I mess up my camera hotkeys? Yeah. Incredibly good at scouting the map, so that is a little risky, but who knows. Now, you know what I want to do? I'm just gonna freaking do it. I'm gonna open with 2 gateways, and by doing that, distract the Zerg, at least hopefully, with like 2 adepts or 4 adepts or something like that, and then get the proxy Dark Shrine up. I think that is the play I'm gonna go for here. Now, there is Overlord number 1. I do need to send the second probe down here already. Let's see. How long do I have to stick around with this probe to not be too sus? That is a difficult question to answer, to be honest, because I would ideally like to leave already, but I can get a little bit of damage done here by... You look at this. If you guys never seen this, by the way, you can block a full mineral patch. You see? Like, it's actually 1/8 of his mining that you can stop. Oh, I did... Where did my probe go? Oh, no, I sent it back by accident. That's gonna cost me 10 seconds or so. Did more damage to myself just now, but that's okay. I did it for the... how do you call it? For the education, guys. Had to show you guys how to work a harass. Basically, what you do is you just mine from it, and then you press stop right before the other guy's drone shows up, and then you mine it again. Because if your probe just started mining the mineral patch, then the drone realizes that it's going to take a while before it can mine it, so it goes away, right? Like, if it's been mining for a while, then the drone realizes it's almost its turn, and then that doesn't happen. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll make the Twilight over here. I'll go for a double Chrono. You know what? I think I should proxy... Should I? I don't really want to wait, though. Yeah, I think I'll just fake Glaives instead. How about that? I think we're just going to fake Glaive. So if the Overlord goes into the main base, we'll pretend to build something from the Twilight Council. And hopefully he falls for that. I mean, I don't know if I would even fall for that myself, to be honest. But, I mean, I guess we'll see. I need one Gateway and one Dark Shrine. I think I can already make that Gateway here, so I can start warping in at some point. I don't know how long Dark Shrines take these days. I know they've gotten buffs and nerfs over the years, but kind of hard to keep up with that sometimes. I'm going to shade these into the main base. That is the plan. I do need to make... I mean, if he wants to fight with the Lynx, I'm down. I think it just finished, right? Yeah, it did just finish, exactly. Wait, he didn't make units against this? This greedy guy. That's crazy, actually, that he didn't do that. Look at this. I think I'm actually going to cancel the shade and keep going, because we're in such a good position. Look at this, is a really good amount of damage here. Got a couple of more adepts coming out as well. I think I can make 2 more, actually. Okay. Did he actually not make any workers at all? That is kind of insane. Okay, so now I'm going to go and build the Nexus, I guess. That is probably the best idea. I'm going to build the Nexus. Like, he's not going to know what the timings of this are because it's such a stupid build, right? Now we fake going into the main, and then we juke, go into the natural. A lot of links he has. Okay, that's pretty good for us, actually, because we still got the drones anyway. Can we get one more drone? Looks like we can't. Okay. Now, is he going to realize that these timings are absolutely messed up? I have no idea. I'm really not quite sure if I would realize myself, because it's like no one ever plays 2-gate opening. If he sees it, we're cooked. If he doesn't see it, I think we could actually win right away. So I guess we'll see. He's not going to scout my main base in time, so that's good. I think we're actually... I'm going to cancel the Glaives, and we're going to get 3 DTs right on time. I think if we're lucky... I can start the Glaives before the Overlord gets here. I think I'm going to go for a 4th Gateway, actually. I think this will be the perfect sell. He's going to see the Gateway, and then he's going to see the Twilight Council being Chrono Boost. I mean, at this point, he already needs to have his detection, right? Like, he has it or he doesn't. I guess we're going to find out very, very shortly. If he has a Spore, we can also... Yeah, there's no Spore. The dumbest build of all time, guys. You could have a lair on the way. Like, you never know, right? You could have a freaking lair on the way. Let's see if there's any Spore out here. I'm just going to target this down. Then we go for a Robo for the Glaives follow-up. I don't think he has a lair. I think he's actually just going to lose this hatchery. What a dumb build. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I guess what we should do now... He's probably making a Spore up there, if I had to guess. Yeah, exactly. What we're going to do now is we check if the 3rd base is here. And then if it's... Let's see... No third base at all? That would be surprising, right? Did he build it here? No 3rd base? This is a guy on 1 base? How good is this build? Guys? I mean... Okay. Like, I don't know if he has like a lair or what the heck is going on here, but I would imagine that he would have more than this already. Like, was he going to go for 2-base Muta? Or I need to watch the replay on this. Like, this game, this build looked like seriously strong, which feels like it shouldn't be the case. I'm just going to go for the double Archon over here. By the way, if you guys are going to do this, looking at it now, I think that Charge would have been the better follow-up than Glaives, but I mean, you never really know how it's going to play out. But in this situation, I think I really rather would have had Charge, because then my army would be better against Roaches, right? Right now, my army is not that great against Roaches. He's going to see 2 Archons. Let's see what he has besides that. I guess as long as you have the Archons, you're kind of chilling. But this army is actually surprisingly strong. Can he do anything against it? Oh, he went for Hydras. Yeah, so he did go for the... I can't do anything against it, I think. Like, the Glaive Adepts are so strong. Can I save this? No. Oh, that is so toxic, what I just did. That is the most toxic. No, he's going to try to get it. I'm not going to let him. Oh my god. That is such a disgusting game of StarCraft 2. 5.5k Zerg, by the way. 500 resources lost. Hey, holy cow, guys. This build looked seriously strong. I mean, once again, This is the kind of build that's extra good because people don't know the timings, right? Like, what this looked like, I'm just going to be honest here. If I saw this timing, what I would think is that it's a proxy Stargate because that is a build that has been done before, or a Stargate at home. So if you go with a Link Flood attack, there's going to be an Oracle. But even then, I would have expected him to at least make Spores against the Oracle. So he didn't really go for either. I think he was actually going to plan to go for a 2-base Hydra all-in, but it really hits very fast. Like, I mean, my economy, I mean, we're 10 workers down, but we have 3 DTs. If he had Spores, then he would be able to hold these 2 bases. But imagine if he went for a 3rd base instead. There's even more places I can attack. Like, this build actually looks pretty decent. Obviously, there's a couple things you can do. I could have skipped the 3rd gateway to get the Nexus faster. I could have skipped the 2nd pair of Adepts to get the Nexus faster. And then it's even harder to read the timings. Ideally, he would have actually gone around and scouted with Zerglings. I figured he thought, okay, I can't attack him because he has Adepts. He's probably going for some Stargate BS. I'll just keep the Links at home so I don't die to Adepts sneaking in. But yeah, things you could have done better, but this build actually looked seriously strong. We are very, very annoying so far. Let's go to game number 3. Okay, for game number 3, we're going to be playing Mass Widowmine drops, and we're playing against Year of Horstem. That's not actually a Horstem, by the way. I've played against this guy. Don't think recently, but we have played against him multiple times in the past. But it does feel like it's already been like a year or something. Sadly, I can't see his race, so it's going to be a bit hard to make up a strategy. I guess this strategy would be the most difficult against Terran by far. Would be the best against Zerg, and then Protoss would be the medium option. So I guess we should probably just prepare for the worst, and that would be Terran / Protoss, mostly Terran. In that case, we would have to start Widowmine dropping very, very fast. Again, Zerg, what's nice is that you can really go for the 5 command center setup. You guys probably remember that setup where I can show you guys actually pretty quick. You just make sure that you have your 3rd, 4th, and in between those bases covered with a planetary. So we'd have planetary here, and then maybe 1 defending your natural, and then you're pretty much entirely safe from small attacks, and then you can start doing mass Widowmine drops. Against Terran Protoss, that doesn't work, because it's just not a good late game strategy, so you need to start and keep going forever as soon as possible, right? So I'm gonna go for the gas first here. Plan is to make 4 Hellions, I think. I'm just sharing you guys the default plan right now, because the moment we see his race, I could switch it up at any point, right? So, default plan, 4 Hellions. Then we go for pretty much infinite Widowmines, I want to say. Yeah, 4 Hellions and then infinite Widowmines. Keep dropping them over and over. And then, depending on what race he is, probably not Zerg, looks like, because I haven't seen an Overlord, I believe. Make planetaries or additional siege tanks, or I really don't know yet. I'm going to have to see. Okay, looking like... That's a late expansion, isn't it? That is definitely a late expansion, I want to say. Am I wrong? There's a Zealot. Or maybe that's why the expansion is late. Well, then I'm definitely not going to make my CC on the low ground. Is that normal for... I think it is normal, actually, yeah. If you make a Zealot, I suppose that your base would be just a little bit later. No, okay, he's doing something sus, right? Wait, where's the... Oh, here it is. It was hiding from me. Doesn't have the... Oh, no, he does have the gas. I just barely missed it. What does this look like? Good question. It looks like a proxy Stargate to me. I guess I'm just going to start building Widowmines right away. It's really not the, response you would normally expect against a Protoss that's on 1 base, but I think this could actually work out. Let me get another depot over here. And I'm going to check the corners of the map for one main reason, and that main reason is that I don't want to die to my own proxy carrier cheese. For some reason... Hey, wait, did we just find this here? I don't... The other probe we shook off, right? I think? Yeah, okay. Huh. Wait, why is there so many probes everywhere? I'm not quite sure. Also, if he's gonna go for a proxy Stargate, then... I'm so confused. Where's everything coming from? Like, where'd the probe come from? Where'd the freaking adept come from? Like, I don't know, man. I'm getting so confused over here. I'm actually not sure what I should do. We're gonna kill something. Yes! Oh, that's beautiful. Killing the adept is very, very nice. Now, I'm worried that it's gonna be a proxy void race. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna burrow 2 Widowmines over here. Then I'm gonna go for a little scout with the other guy. And you know what? I'm just gonna make a medevac. I don't wanna, Okay. Oh, it's an Oracle. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. I mean, really not the biggest deal when you play as Terran, to be honest. Like, the Oracle is just not as scary as a Void Ray or something would be. Hey, this Marine is actually kind of goated right now. Look, that one Marine is making sure that the Oracle is getting scared away. That is lovely. Okay. Yeah, I mean, very minimal damage, right? Haven't found anything yet there. You know what, guys? I think we can just go straight for Drilling Claws. That is obviously a little questionable, but I think we can actually do it. Would be problematic if, and only if he goes for Phoenixes. Otherwise, this is... I mean, even then, it sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, here we go. I'm just going to add it right away. I'm going to get a React on the Starport too, because his opening has given us a little bit of wiggle room, I want to say. Get the Widow Mine over there. Where do I place this one? Probably just in front of his base, I guess. Ooh. Please, I hope he wasn't looking. Actually, it doesn't matter too much, to be honest, because we can just burrow them and shake up the Phoenix anyway, but still. Okay, I'm going to burrow this. I mean, I might as well burrow it over there. Okay, I can Chrono Boost this one in anyway. He's going for Blink. Okay, so he's not going to make too many Phoenixes at least. Oh, you don't want to attack that. Okay, for a second, it looked like you're crazy. Oh, good micro, though, at the end, unfortunately for us. Wish it wasn't the case, but it was. Okay, he's not paying attention to this. I think I can boost away. Let's see. Maybe I can get them off safely on the other side. That would be perfect. Safely. Well, he has 2 Phoenixes, so he can lift them. I guess he's a little bit preoccupied with everything that's going on right now, which is very understandable, of course. Hey, one thing I could do is I could burrow 2 Widow Mines next to his Stargate as well. That would be kind of annoying for him. Now we're going to get Drilling Claws. Now, he is going for Blink. The scary thing about Blink is that that is going to counter the Widow Mines pretty safely. Is it here? Let's see. Don't say anything, guys. Wait, so where is the Stargate? Is it like in... I think a Stargate is in between my freaking Widow Mine locations. Oh, please. Yes. Oh, we got both. That is beautiful. And now, look at this, what we can do. I'm going to bait this Oracle to the next Widow Mines. Okay, looks like... Oh, come on. No, he was too scared for it. Okay, so the Stargate is here. I feel like I scouted the entire right side. Am I just stupid? I think I might just be stupid, honestly. I looked around to see if I didn't already... miss it. No, okay. This game is... it's shaping up to be as chaotic as game number 1, roughly. I saw something... Where is it? Ah, okay, we finally... Okay, I needed that. My mind is now at peace. I needed to have seen it, because I was going crazy a little bit. Is that a Stalker or something? Potentially. Let's get some Widow Mines right in front of his base. I think that would be nice. Widow Mine there is chilling for now. Let's just try to get a couple of random Widow Mines everywhere. I do need to get my command centers up so I can make planetaries, because otherwise this is going to be very, very tough to defend against the onslaught of the Blink Stalkers, really. Okay, this is actually quite nice for me. We saw his Stalkers at the front, so now we can safely drop. And now we have... look at this, yeah, you can run away from the Drilling Claw Mines. Beautiful. Not the best hits ever, actually, but far from it. That was really not magnificent hits, that is for sure. Now, since I have Drilling Claws... some of you might have forgotten about this, because even I forget about it sometimes, is that with the, well, not the recent patch, but just what the patch is right now, Widow Mines become visible after they shoot if you don't have Drilling Claws. So since I have Drilling Claws now, all of a sudden... Oh, look at this. They shoot so fast. Yeah, you can't run away from these, man. It's so hard to run away from them. Okay, what I need to do is I need to just keep dropping him, because at some point he's going to run across the map with his Stalkers, and then we're going to cry. If he doesn't get to do that, then it's going to be very, very annoying for him. I don't know where to put my other planetary. It's a little bit of a problem here, because he can blink it to my main base, right? That's a bit of an annoying one. Can I escape with that? Barely not, I think. No, barely not. Okay. All I can do is make some turrets over here, I guess, so he struggles to get high ground vision. I think that makes sense. I heard another command center finish. Yeah, let's get you out here. And then I guess this guy probably over here somewhere. I don't know where else to put it. I mean, now the third base is pretty much secure. Stalkers can kill planetaries pretty decently, by the way, but it still makes a big difference between, you know, there being absolute... Oh no, dude, for a second I thought he killed those rocks, but it's because if they were Zerg rocks, they time out at some point. That was a little scary. Where was I? Yeah, it's a difference between Stalkers just killing everything for free and having a planetary to contend with, right? It's a big difference. Oh, he blinked forward, so he might lose some Stalkers to this, which would be ideal. Let's see. Actually, how do we... If he wants to come back here, that'd be crazy. Hey, I can sneak one Widow Mine over here. That'd be pretty annoying if he doesn't realize it's there. Okay, planetary, planetary. Let's get the building upgrades. Let's get armor upgrades as well. All of a sudden, I just spent all of my money. Oh, he can actually reach that, so be careful with that. Now, we do need to have units to win this game with at some point. I don't know which units those are going to be. I mean, right now, we're really just chilling, right? I feel like we could... At some point, I think I beat a Protoss like this by only making Widow Mines and then pushing with planetaries or something like that. Oh, he wasn't paying attention. He's going to get some hits from that. Wait, target the Oracle? Yes, look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Stalkers ran away from this location, so we can just go in again. Let's try to save one Widow Mine at least. You can burrow over there, barely. Exactly, that's nice. Dude, I literally need more Medivacs. I have too many freaking Widow Mines, man. I can't drop them all. I mean, I can run them into his base, but that's obviously not going to be as effective. Okay, wait, let's do the trick. This could totally work, by the way. I don't know if he has high ground vision. Yeah, he doesn't. Look. That is actually so nasty what I just did. Oh, that's beautiful. I had to send this Phoenix back. This planetary is safely in position. I mean, our supply is getting sky high. I feel like the best possible follow-up to this would be... Look at this. This is an Omega... Oh my god, it's 8 Widow Mine. Everything is going to be gone. Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, mineral line. Drop the other ones a little bit too far, but that's okay. We still have the one Widow Mine over here, so let's try and get that in. Once again, they shoot extremely fast, so you can't really run away from them very well. Oh, I forgot that I did this, but I mean, that's going to work out pretty well. So you burrow them. It's going to be another million probes. I can't believe those died as well. I mean... I'm just gonna say, guys, if I was him, I would leave this game because I am annoyed watching this for him. There must be... Okay, be honest, guys. There must be some Protoss players watching this and they're like... Okay, I know I like uThermal, but... This is actually disgusting. Somehow these are more annoying than like the initial video that I'm... Oh, this guy's stuck. I was wondering what the heck he was doing there. Guess we're gonna have to execute Billy. Sorry, Billy. It's for the greater good here. Oh, let me make sure to repair these medevacs. Yeah, this is even more annoying than the initial episodes of this. Like, this has been... Hey, maybe I can just use this to make BCs as well. This has been absolutely brutal. Guess we're just gonna go in here again. This Widow Mine is still chilling here. Might as well burrow it over there. Gonna get absolutely bombed again. Seems like his strategy has just been to rebuild all the probes he loses, which is really not the worst strategy, but at this point, I feel like my own eco is just too good for that. Like, how many workers do I have? Like 90? 87. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Okay, let's walk those in here. Let's see. I mean, there's almost as many Widow Mines as there are probes. And none of these actually have a charge, so that's not going to be super helpful. But yeah, let's walk those in over here. I thought I made the fusion core, but maybe I didn't. I don't see it anywhere. Okay, stop walking across, you silly goofballs. They kind of do look like silly goofballs if you pay attention to it. Let's see. Okay, maybe I can sneak in here again. Maybe I can walk these in there. I mean, it's kind of hard for him to pay attention everywhere. At this point, I'm just going in with a full Widow Mine drop to try and snipe 4 probes. It's really not the most efficient thing I've ever done, but I mean, it is a strategy, guys. You gotta do what you gotta do. Got some nice hits there as well. Does he have this space over here? Maybe not yet. Okay. Yeah, so I did indeed forget about the fusion core initially. So that's a little bit of an oversight. Here come a million Widow Mines again. I mean, he can split them all he wants, but they're still all gonna die at this point. That's kind of the thing, right? Like, they're literally all gonna die. It's just too many Widow Mines. Now, he's targeting me over here, but I feel like those Phoenixes, or that one Phoenix, I should say, is gonna take a good while to kill any of these, so I don't think I necessarily have to worry. The BCs are coming in on the follow-up. Let's get this to be a planetary as well. Guess I might as well... I don't know, can the Stalkers reach that? Maybe barely. Does he have Stalkers over here still? Doesn't look like he does, though, so we can just go in here. Here we go. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. You know, even if the cannon... Yeah, we killed the Phoenix now. Even if the cannon is just shooting it, I feel like the Widow Mine still takes so long to die that it's worth it for me to just stay. Look. Like, he still can't mine from this, and now they're finally out of charge. I can move them away. Meanwhile, I'm on 6 freaking bases or whatever this is. Might as well get a sensor tower there as well. I mean, shout out to this guy's mental titanness, because this is impressive stuff. Like, this is really impressive stuff. He's still here. I've played Starcraft a long time, guys. Trust me. I know what's annoying, okay? I definitely know what's annoying. Because we're just going to refill these again. What do you guys think his supply is right now? 13, 15. I don't know what it is. It's not a lot. I would say it's 95. Is that accurate? I mean, this is very little, 95, but still. Here we go again. This base is gone. This should actually be illegal, to be honest. I've got a couple too many SCVs, by the way. Like, at this point, with the Widow Mines, you're going to sacrifice that. But now I'm trying to get mass BCs. All of a sudden, you don't want that many workers. I have 4 BCs, and I have, what's that, 4 more in production? 4 more in production, so I'm going to have 8. Yeah, I think with 8, I don't know what his upgrades are. With 8, we could probably go across. I lifted something. What did I lift? Oh, this guy. Okay. Let's see, I have a bunch more Widow Mines. I guess I'm going to walk those over here. Now he has 2 cannons per base. It makes a lot of sense, right? To get the extra cannons. There we go. Half the probes of his base are dead again. Can actually save these. I don't know why I have 4 medevacs for 3 Widow Mines, but I guess that is what it is. Let's see, did he take the other bases yet? Not yet. I like that he hasn't rebuilt anything. Oh, this is kind of a nice flanking surround here, actually. Look at this, yeah. This is actually the dumbest thing I've ever done, I think. Let's see, where are the Stalkers? I want to see them. I don't see them. I think we're just going to go for it at this point. Hey, you know what would have been really smart, actually? I really should have done that. I should have kept just a couple of... This might be too much. I think so too, my friend. I think so too. Oh my god, how many workers have we killed, guys? Let's see. 100 and... I don't think it was too crazy. 110. Oh god, 158 workers. Yeah, that's against 2. Oh my god. So I killed 79 times as many workers as they did. Now let's look at the contest we had. I said he had 95 supply at 1316, right? Oh, it was even less. 73 supply. Oh my god, 114 work kills against 2 at this point already, yeah. It was a disgusting game. I mean, you guys get to vote. You guys get to tell me what the most annoying strategy is. I think for today, this one takes the cake, at least for now. We still have 3 games to go, but this was just brutal. Game number 4 is going to be against Ryung. Okay, now the challenge for this game is to go for proxy barracks. I guess against Terran, we only really have one choice. So this is not going to be a game like game number 1 of today's video, where we go for a cute little contain and this and that. No, this is going to be the most annoying proxy barracks. So we're actually going to have to try and kill him with the proxy barracks itself. That is the idea. Now, I'm not going to lie, guys, we got a very, very bad map for this. Because, actually, well, there's a Reaper. Is that a jump-up spot? I hope that's a jump-up spot, else we're screwed. You can't really kill Terrans with proxy marine. That would be very impressive from the other Terran side if you manage to kill them with it, to be honest. Very impressive throwing, how do you call it, throwing skill. Proxy Marauder ends up more like game number 1, where you do a little bit of damage and then you macro. In that game I went for the contain, which is unusual, but still not really a killing play. And then Proxy Reaper tends to be similar, but you do have a little bit more killing potential, so that is what we're going to go for. Now, this map, the reason why it's so bad is because on most maps, you have multiple entrance points, because you have the front, right? And then you have another Reaper cliff. Here you don't really have it, because this is a double Reaper cliff, which makes it pretty much impossible to jump up. Because if there's a unit here, instead of getting in the unit first, you jump here, and then you have to do another jump, so your units just die too fast. And it's walled off, so you can't even switch sides while you're doing it. So it's legitimately terrible map for Proxy Reaper, but if this is a jump-off spot, I don't think it is, actually, looking at the terrain over here. But yeah, I'm just going to try to make it happen. What the heck, guys. You know, I could even... Okay, I'm going to do something absurd, and I'm going to proxy the factory too. Let's do that. We're also going to go for the proxy factory. Unfortunately for us, he did go for an SCV scout, which means we're going to have to go in right away, see if we can do some serious damage. Otherwise, we are going to be pretty much screwed. Try to get the Reaper in there right away. He's going to have 1 Reaper of his own. Might be making bunkers, might also just be chilling with some SCVs in his double gas. I guess we'll see. The bunker over here is, or a bunker being built over there. Oh, he was going to go for a Reaper expand at least. Okay, that's going to make this slightly more comfortable for us, but still not the greatest, of course. Let's see if we can get in before the bunker. Oh, it is a little bit crazy by me, but it is what it is. Okay, we're going to have to do some damage here, right? So we're just going to go for it. Hey, we managed to kill one. And we're going to kill another one too. That is great. Drop a grenade over there. Got some damage on that Reaper. Okay. Oh, a little bit of miss micro there, but we do get it in the end. We're going to lose both Reapers for it. I think maybe this one can be saved. Yeah, we are going to save it. Great. Okay. Hey, I mean, in the end, pretty good. As you guys could tell, I really needed some intense focus for that one, because otherwise it's going to be hard. Can we jump up there? Oh, we can. Okay, good, good, good. Very good. very happy to see that. So we can actually sneak by and try to get some additional damage. Now he's gonna get a Hellion out already, looks like, at least soon. Okay, so we killed one Marine there. Let's try to kill as much as we can here, really, before the Hellion gets out. It's gonna be another bunch of SCVs dying. There we go. Can also target down those Marines. That's a really good micro on that Hellion. I think I just killed my own Reaper, actually. I mean, it was gonna die anyway, to be fair, but still. Not ideal. And now... Hey, I could also go even crazier and make, like, tanks here or something. Is that too dumb? Honestly, it is too dumb, but whatever, guys. We're committed now. I'm a little afraid of going up against a Liberator. I feel like a Liberator could end all of our hopes and aspirations here, which would not be comfortable. Not the most groundbreaking thing I've ever said. I think I'm gonna have to send 2 Reapers back, because he could have snuck out with a Hellion, I guess. If he procs his Starport, that would pretty much be the end of us. If he didn't, then I think we're very much still in this game. Now let's start getting a tank out here, and then we're gonna follow that up by a Viking. Yeah, at least I want to kill this SCV. He is going to be very confused here, because he hasn't seen... any of my follow-up. Like, he must be like thinking, like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? Like, where is his freaking stuff? Where's the factory? Where's all the things, you know? You know, I could somehow expand behind this. It wouldn't even be that crazy of an idea, to be honest. Oh, that's a nice little damage we got on that Hellion. Now I'm gonna fly 1 barracks over, and then we'll see. I don't remember actually doing this version where we go for a tank in the proxy. Is this something we've done before? I don't even know, actually. Here, I'm just going to siege it over here. Maybe he's going to try to climb down the ramp with that Cyclone again, and then he's going to take a big hit. That would be ideal. I think I'm going to make a base behind this now, and then we're going to be able to sneak in over here. Let's see. He's going to get a tank at some point. Okay, now we're just going to go for it with our units. I think we're going to be able to kill that. Okay, I thought we were going to get it with the Reapers, but instead we got it with... the with the freaking tank shot itself, which is nice. Okay. Liberator would be very necessary, I think. I mean, I am ready to go for that. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna dive that tank. I think we're actually gonna get it. Yeah, we are gonna get it. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, let's make sure to shoot the Marines. Oh my goodness, it's still alive. Oh, that is insanity. And now he's gonna have to land that Viking, but that's gonna hurt like crazy for him. Okay, he's pulling the Wow, it actually worked. Oh my goodness. Hey, this was very close. This was awesome, though. I think our execution was pretty good with the Reapers. Not the best one ever. I mean, at some point I killed my own Reaper. I still don't think it would have mattered. But considering the map, I think this actually worked pretty well. Now let's look at the aftermath of this. This is when we lost the Reapers and we killed the SCVs. It's 21 against 18 SCVs. We have the factory slightly later than his, and we have more money. So objectively, we did get ahead with the proxy barracks. Assuming that I would have just built the factory at home and a command center, we would have found ourselves a little bit ahead. Keep in mind, I also have an extra barracks, right? Which is good for the future production. So this worked, even though it was a bad map. We did have ping advantage against Ryung because he's playing from Korea, but still, dub is a dub. Let's go to game number 5. For game number 5, we're going to be doing another proto strategy, and that is the mass stasis wards, playing as the barcode Zerg. I think the last time we played this strategy, we played on this exact map in the exact same positions as well. I actually remember the game very well. We played against Railgun, who is a very cheesy Zerg player, but for some reason, me against him ended up being an absolute banger of a macro game. Not quite sure how that happens, but it did. And we did end up losing the game, but the stasis wards did really clutch up pretty big time. So, yeah, it was a very exciting game despite the loss, and hopefully we can create something similar. I do remember that I was playing a bit like an absolute baboon because I wasn't even... Like, the stasis wards did well, but I didn't know what units to build behind it, so I just had, like, mass Zealots, mass Archons, I think, even. Not something that really looked very powerful. So this time we're gonna have to do a little bit better in that regard. I'm still not sure how many stasis wards or how many oracles I need. I think last time we kind of decided that 5 would be the perfect amount, because then I would have... Or no, it was 1 for each Zerg base plus 2. I think that's what it was. So you can drop Orc or Stasis Wards in every Zerg base over and over, plus drop Stasis Wards on each side of your base. I guess at some point it might become 1 per Zerg base plus 3 if my territory becomes too big, or even plus 4, but it's... At that point, it's already too chaotic, right? Like, I'm not going to be able to keep up with that. At that point, I'll just have a flock of oracles, and I'll click them wherever, basically. And then I guess we'll see that's going to play out. How do I wall this? Yeah, that looks okay. All right. Do I have a particular build in mind? Not yet. I don't even know if it's the case, but this map always feels small to me. So I think I'm going to go for the double adept chrono boost. Try to get a little bit of damage done there. If you play a momentum-based style like mass stasis wards, which sounds kind of weird, but it's actually a bit momentum-based because you want to distract them at the start and then stasis ward here and here. You really want to do as much damage to the economy as fast as possible. You ideally want to play a fast harassment style as well, like going for a double chrono boost on the adepts. Let's make a Stargate with this guy. Works perfectly with the resources we have. And now, I guess we got a mini decision to make. I could either go for the third base off of one gate, or I could go for the second gateway. I'm based off of my Protoss skills, which I don't rate super highly. I think that I should go for the double gate, just so I don't have to control everything too perfectly, I guess. I'm a little bit more allowed to make some mistakes here and there. And that way, you know, we can set up the macro game later. Now, I can do a little bit of a tactic that I learned a while ago, which is you shade the adept. There's too much creep here, which is a little bit annoying. You shade the adept over here, and then with the second shade, you go back to the natural. Yeah, there's not enough space on this map. Could have calculated that a little bit earlier. I'm going to try to snipe this drone because he wasn't paying attention to that one, I'm sure. Oh man, his queen was actually too far forward, so we could have done something more serious there. It was not going to happen. That's a very fast extra queen that came out. Can I get that one? Okay, 2 drones. Not bad or 3 drones in total, right? Not bad at all. Not exactly what I wanted, though. Let's chrono boost this guy. I didn't see a third base, which is a little bit worrying. I'm just going to try to take this one really fast and keep the Oracle at home for a little bit, at least. Perhaps until I have the second Oracle. Drop a recharge on that. Now, keep in mind, I don't have the extra adepts that I normally would have to defend this base. That's going to make this a little more awkward. For that reason, we have to keep it at home. Can't do anything because of the Oracle. And now I think we can already start, you know, thinking about the transition here, right? Like, I could go for double robo and just make like a super high-tech army. That really wouldn't be the craziest idea. And let's try to send this Oracle out since the second one is about to be finished. Double gas, I think, would be okay, considering the fact that we are going to go for the double robo and a million oracles in general. I feel like I can send this Oracle out. He's been so passive with... Oh, no, there he is. Okay, I was going to say, he's been so passive with the Lings that I kind of thought that we could. Let's get another one over here. Oracle has to stay at home for now, and then we're going to drop Stasis Ward number 1. Oh, that's painful. Wait, actually... Okay, that was... Wait, it lived? Okay, I thought I was being the dumbest person ever by not clicking that Oracle away, but it lived. Okay, well, now you know. If you misclick it actually... I wouldn't recommend doing it, but it actually stays alive. Okay. Get the Forge over here. Do I click these Oracles across? I think I do. I do have to Chrono Boost this one. I guess I have a Warpin available here, so that's okay. Now, yeah, please do not do that at home. It's not worth taking that much damage on your freaking Oracle, okay? I can put another one down here. Like, if they ever don't pay... Look at this. It's so many workers that are just frozen immediately. It's so brutal. And now I'm gonna have one for each base. Need to get one on each side of my own base. Let's already drop down a couple stasis wards like this. I think it would be a good idea. That's a forge finishing, so I can get some cannons up. And now the fun is really going to begin. Stasis ward up here, and then a stasis ward down. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Let's not do that yet. I guess I'll start getting upgrades. Yeah, it actually worked. Look at that. That's completely frozen. At this point, he's going to start losing track of all my oracles because it is too many. Now, his queens are... Okay, look, they're a little bit too far to the right, so I can do this. Get one more oracle. It's going to work. It's going to get the queens maybe too. Yeah, the queen is stuck. Oh, man. It's already starting to be very, very disgusting. They're about to run out, so we can go again, and then we can go again. I did get supply blocked in the meantime. Like I said, I don't rate my Protoss skills too highly, but I feel like so far this is going absolutely beautifully. Would love to be able to warp in some stalkers. Yeah, let's do that. I'll wait for the supply, for the supply block to finish, and then we're gonna do that. Do I have another stasis over here? I think we probably can. Yeah, it looks like the queens are a little bit too far. Can he actually kill that? Yeah, okay. Queens do more damage than I remembered. I always underestimate queens. It's really hard to do because they're so freaking strong. You can't really overestimate a queen. If you're like, this is the best unit ever, I mean, you're still kind of right, you know? Okay, let's get a stasis down here. And spread a couple... Wait, that one of those popped off, right? So that means that these units were in front of my base. Actually, wait, those roaches are a little bit too far. I don't think he has vision of this. Look at that. Oh god, this is so annoying. Oh, wait, that's an infestation pit. Huh. Do I have a Twilight Council yet? I don't think so. I was gonna say, should I go for Charge, maybe? Charge Archon? Hydralisk, then? Okay, so I think our strategy so far is very good, because it looks like he's playing Roach Hydra into Lurkers, I want to say. Oh, no, that's a misclick. Oh, that's painful. Well, I guess we can just remake another one. I have extra oracles anyway. Maybe now he thinks he's going to be safe, and then he's not. Let's see, where are the queens? The queens are on the right side. Oh, he actually saw me, I think. I'm just going to do it anyway. Maybe it's just the queen attacking by default. Oh, he's going to get all the queen stasis. Oh, but I love this. It's so brutal. So freaking annoying. Oh, okay, there we go. +2. Then I guess we'll get charge. And what is the next play? I think the next play is just kind of to A-move him with 1 million Immortals, Zealots, and Archons. I wonder how much... I would love there to be a stat. Look at this. Another full mineral line. There you go. I would love for there to be a stat where you can see... this is how much economy has been stopped with stasis wards or whatever, you know? I think that would be freaking awesome. Okay, let's get the Twilight Council up here. And get those extra gateways. I'm on 4 base already, which is very healthy. Dude, 5 oracles might actually be some kind of meta thing, because tell me this doesn't look freaking awesome right now. I actually think it looks awesome. Okay, so he's ready with the queens. He's going to take another stasis to the face over there. In fact, what I can do, I'm going to switch them over and drop another one. That's the play. Because he probably saw that he was out of juice, so now I'm going to put down another one in the same place. Get another one over here. Yeah. Oh, wait, that one barely doesn't reach. That's unfortunate. Okay. Warp in 1 million zealots. My supply is incredibly freaking high, by the way. Do I have enough for detection? I made a couple of observers, I believe. Oh my... Every time I look, there's just another full stasis ward. It's getting tough, guys. It's getting tough to watch for him. And let's get another one out here. I think I made a prism. Not quite sure if I did. Okay, so he has an army over here. I think my army is better. Tell me if you think I'm wrong, guys, but I think my army is a little better than his. It's like 10 immortals. Oh my, this is such a disgusting army. Look at that. All he can do is run. His entire mineral lines are just getting stasis. You might try and snipe the observer at some point, so let's try to be careful with that. Okay. Try to get the observers out of the hotkey. Probably a couple more stasis wards would be nice. Maybe I can drop them here as well. But if he chases me, that he's gonna have a hard time. Do I really want to warp in Archons right now? That's a good question. I really don't think you want to fight against this with roaches, man. Just saying. Talking to my bro over here, right? I don't think you want to fight mass immortals with mass roach. I guess it would be slightly unpleasant. Okay, let's get another one. Oh no, I thought it was too close for a second, but it's not. Let's get another double stasis out here. Oh, he went for mutas. Oh, okay, I see. Actually, quite interesting that he went for that after... Did I go for the recall here? Not yet, right? No, we're gonna go in here first. I think we can go for the recall now. Okay. Start a couple phoenixes. It's gonna be a pretty decent fight. Do I make Archons? Not yet, right? No, I think we're okay for now. Gonna try and fight here. He does have a lot of... I think I'm just gonna walk across, actually. I think that's the best thing I can do. We're just gonna walk across. Let's see. Try to make as many phoenixes as we can. And then we go across the map. Gonna be able to do a serious amount of damage, but I think our counterattack is also gonna go very, very hard. I'm just gonna make a bunch of Archons over here. Hopefully, I didn't overstep. All right, there we go. Oh, he actually just... I think he just targeted it too. Okay, that's very convenient for us. Oh, wait, look. If he's not paying attention, those Archons are gonna go ham. Yeah, look, he's looking at the front. Okay, let's just AFK a couple of those in the AFK mode. Yeah, he lost a lot of mutas there. Look at that, it's beautiful. A couple of those can be out of that mode, of course. Okay, let's try to revelate that. I don't have a lot of warp gates available right now, so that's a little bit annoying. But even the one Phoenix is so annoying for these mutas. Probably could have gotten Blink already at this point. Now, I did lose... I think I might have F2'd my oracles. Yeah, I definitely F2'd my oracles. Okay, let's just get 1 million stasis wards up here. Oh, I thought you guys were going to be smarter than that. Without me controlling them, of course. Can't be my fault, guys. Now he's going to get hit by those Archons pretty heavily, I think. Exactly. Look at this. Okay, nice. Yeah, this is nice. Good surround over here. It's going to lose a good couple. I mean, at this point, I still have a lot of workers, so I don't really mind the losses too much. I think we already did more than enough. Oh, that stasis ward. Please walk into it. Yes. Oh, disgusting stasis ward over there. Look at that. Now, do I have observers left? I'm not quite sure. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, perfect. I was going to say, might have lost a couple of those. Yeah, he's going to lose so many units over here. That is for sure. Do need to make sure that my units are together. Else this is going to be potentially painful. I mean, the Archons are so good against the... he tried to snipe the Observer. Yeah, he's going to try to burrow. That's not going to happen. Look at that. Yeah, he's trying to snipe the Observers, but he lost every single Muta already. And then I have 3 more Observers coming from downtown. Every Muta has fallen. Every unit has fallen, more than that. I still have 5 bases up as well. And this was probably the best execution of this strategy we had yet. Obviously, a really good Protoss player would do way better than this because, like, I could have... Wait, where was the Spire even? Oh, he built it here. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, like, shouldn't I have scouted that? Like, a better Protoss player would have scouted that in advance. A better Protoss player obviously would have had Storm or Blink, but I was really just trying to do it better than last time. And this game was very, very clean. We had the stasis wards on the defense. These stasis wards actually ended up winning us the game, but besides that, we damaged his economy like thousands and thousands and thousands of resources with stasis warding 3 bases over. In fact, at this point, or at one point, we stopped his inject, so he wasn't able to make more drones. Probably could have done a run-by on this base at the same time, but this was once again a very annoying strategy. Let's go to the final game. Okay, the final game of the day is a TVZ, and our last most annoying strategy is going to be a battle cruiser rush. Now, I do remember playing against this guy, but I know I've played against him multiple times, but I only remember one game in particular. And in that game, I don't remember why, but he just made 1 million links off of no drones. And with no drones, I mean, like, he had like 5 bases, but 40 drones, and he was just making 5 million links. So, I don't know if I can learn anything from that from this game, but I guess we'll see. I think for this game, I want to do the most annoying battlecruiser rush I know, obviously, because that's what this challenge is about. And that is going to be the command center first, double battlecruiser rush. I think it's the strongest version. It's really the most annoying to play against because I don't know if you guys have ever seen this build. It's like they just hide 2 starports, make 2 BCs at once, teleport in your base. If you weren't ready, if your lair is late, or you forgot a spore, or you're doing a build that doesn't have that many queens, all of a sudden, you just die. It's really quite powerful sometimes. It's very, very annoying. In fact, I've even seen Serral die to it, and Serral doesn't really die to anything that's weird usually, so that should tell you guys enough. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen until then. If I get cheesed myself, then that is not going to be that good for me, because I don't really have money to make a lot of defense with this build. Maybe I can do some kind of... Yeah, I'll scout with an SCV at least, and then could sneak in a Reaper as well. I guess Banshees are always on the table. Bunkers are always a possibility, right, with Marines. Like, when you do this kind of builds, I've talked about the concept of doing a greedy cheese before. You want to be as greedy as possible, because 2 BCs cost 800, 600, and you need to save all that money for it, right? So you can't really afford to, you know, be, like, overly safe and build a wall and stuff like that. Like, you want to be greedy, but if you're too greedy, then you can die very easily. So that is a... It looks like a slightly late hatchery to me, but it could just be an older meta build, I guess. Yeah, not too much gas mine. Okay, I think we're in the clear for now. This map does have 2 options for third bases from the Zerg, so there's not one in particular that I can block. That would be very nice. Guess I could block this one. I honestly don't think it matters. Actually, that base would be nicer to have... Oh, crap, I messed up. I think I would be happier if we had this base, because then we can go in between the main and the third. I mean, at this point, if he wanted to take it, he would have already have taken it. Maybe there's a small chance I could have blocked that. Yeah, that would have been very nice. Okay, I didn't really think of it. Maybe I should have given that some prior thought, but it's okay. Is there anything else to think about? I guess not necessarily yet. I know the overlord's over here. I mean, it could fly over here as well, but I know it was on this side. I saw it at least on the minimap. Not quite sure if I saw it on the screen. I need to have 1 Marine to deny the Overlord. I need to scout with my Reaper in case of a Roach attack. And I think that about covers it. I could make my starport over here. Second starport can be behind the mineral lamp. Biggest problem is that I need to take the gases on my natural, and he could see them, right, with the Overlord. So that is... I think I need to take at least 1 already, else it's just going to be too late. Don't necessarily need the fast wall in. I think we're okay when it comes to that. Yeah, I think the timings are going to work out here, actually. So the Hellions are going to finish in about 10 seconds. That means that now I can go across the map. And this is pretty much the ideal timing to scout for that roach attack. So I think we're all clear for now. Let's get the second starport over here. I can probably skip the next couple Hellions. In fact, I could also make... I think Marines might actually be better to build than extra Hellions. Let's see if there's something suspicious going on here. No extra gas. That is nice to see. Roach Warren, though. Okay. So that's an interesting Roach Warren, because if you want to do a proper Roach all-in, you need more gases than that. Huh. I mean, in this case, I would say that having scouted it is probably the best denial that we can have, because he is very likely to cancel it. So that's a really big reason why you want to scout usually. Actually, maybe I can fake this real quick. Look at this. Just gonna get Cloak, Tech Lab on the factory, and then we're just gonna cancel those later. So that is probably the second Overlord, or he flew it all the way around, right? Those are the two options. Okay, I'm even gonna cancel that one. I'm gonna start a command center over here. And I'm mostly doing it so I can move out with my Hellions, you know, have that wall completed. I'm skipping every single SCV right now so I can afford that second BC. Resource-wise, this is going to work out pretty well. But now, what do we do after this? That is the question. I guess going for the tanks after all would be an okay idea, right? Let's get the Tech Lab up there. It's a good amount of queens. That is good to know. I think we're going to get the Yamato for this instead of the tank, right? That doesn't look like there... Oh, there's an extra gas. Does he realize that I'm going for BCs? The extra gas makes me think that he might have gone for a Spire already. That's the thing. If he goes for the Spire fast... I haven't seen any units yet. I think he's playing it very greedy. Yeah, this guy... I think he made no units. If I made 6 Hellions, I think he would have been cooked, actually. If I made 6 Hellions, I would have drove past and he would have died. But I think he has the perfect read on me, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna go in here. See if I can get at least one nice drone volley. He actually transfused one of them. That's kind of funny. Okay. I mean, 3 drones is really not that bad. I'm going to scan the main. Bailing Nest. Double Evo. Okay. I mean, I think we're good. There's no queen here. Okay, this is risky moment, but we're going to go for it. Spores right now are super good against BCs because they buff the damage of the spore, but you need transfuse queens with them. Otherwise, they die too fast. And what I can do here... Oh, this is actually really nice. Yeah, look at this. I think we have too much firepower. I can just fly this BC away. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, he made roaches too. That's what we love to see. He actually went for roaches. Keep in mind, there's no spore over here. Please keep shooting that queen. Oh, that was out of range somehow. Okay, that's impressive. Okay, I'm just going to target down the higher energy queen first, so it can't transfuse the other one. That queen dies, that queen dies. Now the spores are going to go down. And now he's going to go for a desperate counterattack, which could work. Oh, please, kill that queen in time. Oh my god, no, 4 HP on the battlecruiser. That is illegal. Maybe I can target this down. This is pretty risky, of course, but... Let's just target that one down. There we go. And now, sadly for my opponent here, I already have new BCs coming up. Let's see. Does he have a Spire? He does have a Spire. Okay, let's teleport on top of that Spire with my 1 BC. Oh, please don't be stupid over there. Okay, so I'm just going to target on that thing. I'm even going to Yamato it. In fact, I'm going to bring my other BC over just to Yamato that Spire. Because if I kill the Spire, this game becomes unwinnable for him. If the Spire gets... Oh, I was killed perfectly on the last second, I'm pretty sure. Now I can teleport the red HP battlecruiser back home because roaches don't shoot up. And I think you guys can see why this is very, very annoying. And just in case you guys are curious, like, but it doesn't look that strong because you had to kill the Spire and you get lucky. That is actually a lot of times the way it goes. Even if I don't kill the Spire here, I'm fine because I can just kill the lair. I probably could have killed this base too and maybe even this one before the Corruptors come out, depending on how YOLO I am with the teleports. And then behind it, I can do all kinds of follow-up. Here, I was actually a bit... Yeah, look. Oh my... That is disgusting. It was so freaking close. It wasn't the exact millisecond, but it was so freaking close. But normally what you do is if you see they have a lair finish, his lair was actually pretty fast. You kind of just scan the bases to see where the Spire is. So I think here I scanned the natural. If the Spire wasn't there, I would have teleported to the third base because that means it probably would have been here somewhere. But yeah, 6 incredibly annoying strategies. You guys give me your ranking. You guys let me know which one takes the cake. Very nice episode, and I hope that we can continue this challenge for the end of for the entirety of 2026. And then in the end, we're maybe going to have 20 strategies, and then we're going to have an Omega video with an Omega ranking. But that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.